Hey guys, HX22 here, and we're continuing with the Guns of the Punisher Armory series. So one of the toys that has sort of found us is a COP4 Derringer. This is from issue 3, page 21, in which the Punisher sort of talks about how he takes the little Pocket Pal leather wallet holster and was trying to adapt it to fit this fire breather, which is an interesting idea. The COP4 is a pretty thick gun for that, but could theoretically work. It would make you look like you had a ridiculously oversized wallet, but you know, he's the Punisher. He's got ridiculously oversized, you know, everything. Anyway, there's a couple slight differences between the one in the comic and the one that we got. First and foremost is that the one in the comic is an American Derringer. In 93 or 94, I forget which, when this comic was done, COP had already shut their doors. I think they shut their doors in like 89 or 90 or 91, something like that. And then for another 2 years, American Derringer produced them. These, I believe, were actually hand machined. At quite a bit of labor. They're an interesting design, you know, derivative of the Sharps pepper box by way of the Mossberg Brownie, and then I don't know, a crazy pipe dream from somebody with an interesting take on guns. That's for sure. It's got a ridiculously heavy trigger pull. I mean, it's not too bad considering the amount of travel that you've got going on. The striker has to go back and forth, rides a cam, and then it has a rotating striker assembly that hits each of the 4 firing pins in turn. Yeah, I don't know if the grips are correctly colored in the comic, given that this is not the American Derringer one, it's the COP4 from COP. But yeah, it's an interesting gun. These things are kind of getting a little pricey these days, but they can be had. They still show up in movies, so you've probably seen this in, you know, Winter Soldier, Bad Boys, handful of others. Most prominence that it's ever had is this is the Replicant's pistol from Blade Runner, except that one was modified to fire 2 rounds per trigger pull by having the alternating striker. I don't think you could make it fire more than 2 with 1 trigger pull, but given that by definition that would make it a machine gun, we kind of want to write a letter to the ATF and see if it's okay to modify it to fire 2 barrels per trigger pull. If it's got separate strikers, they might go for it. They've been approving some strange things, you know, what with the double 1911s, double AR-15s, etc., which, you know, given the linked nature of the 2 triggers in those guns, it's kind of surprising that doesn't count as 1 trigger and 1 trigger pull for 2 rounds going down range, and therefore legally a machine gun. That'd be what we'd be worried with here, but somebody did in the movie, and there's a chance they'll approve it. If they do, I'm totally doing it, even though that turns a reasonable to shoot gun into a total wrist snapper. These things are, all of the compensation comes from the fact that it's pretty burly, pretty heavy. They're well constructed, well machined. They've got great lines. No burrs, no nothing. It's easy to see why they went out of business, though. If the company was a one-trick pony, there's a kind of a limited appeal and market for these. They're not really a practical gun, but they are kind of a fun gun. So anyway, not to drag this out too terribly long, but yeah, we're gonna go play with it and shoot it. This one I don't believe has been fired ever. Doesn't seem to have any residue or, you know, inherent looseness. No ringing in the chambers from shooting 38s. Near as we can tell, it was bought because it looked cool and tucked into a safe. So anyway, it exists, and we're gonna dick with it. So fun times. Anyway, guys, just wanted to stay in the habit of making updated videos, and hope you enjoy it. Thanks. Bye.